today, these types of techniques today, he has to supply the pressure, right? If you start standing up, this is not going to work. We're going to have to do something completely different, right? So just keep that in mind. We're allowing that cross face to happen because that's what's providing us the grip on the shoulder. If we frame first, we'll never get that grip on the shoulder. Does that make sense? The knee shield part of it, keeping this knee on the outside, some of us are allowing this leg to go straight and allowing that to happen. Once that knee comes on the inside of my knee and covers my knee, again we're gonna have to transition to something a little bit different, right? So always when you're rolling and you're trying to maintain your half guard, you always want to focus on where that knee's at. And anytime that knee comes inside, I just bring my elbow to my own knee and start pushing that knee back outside, right? And then we go back to playing half guard. You have to do it over and over again as they try to bring that knee on the inside. All right, so we're here, we're controlling the shoulder, right? We're controlling the arm. We're allowing that cross face to happen. We're bringing this knee up to our chest. You're good, now go. We're bringing this knee up to our chest. We're bringing this knee on the outside of his knee between the rib cage and his leg. Right? We're going to continue rolling this wave, and we're grabbing as much of his shoulder as possible, as high as we can. We're going to start pointing our own elbow towards the sky. Right? We don't want to be here. We want to be all the way up here. You can see I'm already starting to focus on bringing my upper body on the far side here. I'm rolling all the way across. The hand that's I've made my gable grip with, I'm going to turn that hand around. I'm going to start pushing his head away, so that I can bring my knee up in between his face and my body, right? Here. So it's not the chili bar where we kick all the way over. We're just bringing the knee up here, right? Now I want his thumb hopefully pointed down. I'm here on the shoulder. To finish my arm bar, I'm going to start pushing my legs away, and I'm going to start flushing down on his shoulder. As I push my legs away, that'll push his arm out, right? And bring my arm bar to the elbow where I want, right? You should have lots of space right here for his arm to go down. Sometimes, if you've got it a little bit messed up and you don't have enough space, the best thing to do is you're going to be pushing away on the head. We're going to sit up. We're going to get right here. We're going to just kind of like the Roman chairs, support our own weight. Grab again, gable grip around that shoulder. Push away with your knees, and just allow that arm to slide down as you attack the elbow. All right, so again, we're here. Allow the cross face. Knee comes to chest, knee comes out. Gable grip around the shoulder. Start keeping your upper body this direction. As we push his head away, bring that knee up in between his head and your body. Extend. Push down on the elbow. It should look like this. When I say accept it, we're not like letting him get so tight that we can't move, right? So we have our frame in there. As he brings that in, I want to keep just a little bit of space there. As I'm accepting that cross face, he's wrapping the head so that I can bring that knee up, right? This knee comes out, this knee comes up. Right, I let him roll me onto my back. I hook that shoulder. His hand, right, when I make my gable grip, I'm turning that hand around and I'm pushing his head away so that I can get my knee between his head and me. Here, right? So again, as he drives into us, we're rotating onto our back, we're hooking the shoulder all the way up as high as we can on the shoulder. I'm lifting my own shoulders off the mat to grab as much of his shoulder as I can. Right? I need my knee out here. So I'm pushing the head away, bringing my knee out. If it doesn't get it in one little bone, then wiggle a little bit. Right? But get that knee out. Right? The knee's got to be out. The elbow. I want this elbow to start pointing towards the sky. The way that I get my arm to his elbow is not by bringing my arm to his elbow. I'm going to either force him away by extending with my legs, or a lot of times people will try to pull their arm out, and I'm just going to try to catch it on his way out, right? But we're here. I've brought my knee up in between us, right? I'm going to start sitting up a little bit, cheating my shoulders towards the mat, right? Applying downward pressure with my elbow and extending my legs, right? for that arm bar. Does that make sense? A lot of us are not getting this knee up in between us, right? And we're ending up like this, and we've like really stretched them out, and I'm not able to finish the arm bar. You got to be tight the whole time. Push that head away. You don't have to be nice about it. Like 30 seconds later, he's going to be trying to choke you, which is, nobody's ever died from an arm bar. Well, you could die from a choke. That's way worse.
Yeah.
Right? See, it's murder.
Yeah.
It's literally murder,
Trying to kill
right?
you.
Exactly. Right. So don't be nice about it, right? Do it. Any questions? All right, let's give it a few more minutes, and then we'll move on. 1, 2, 3. We're here. We're trying to finish it, and we're not able to. Right. I'm going to take this top side leg. I'm going to turn back towards his hips. I'm going to push down with my knee into his shoulder, so that I can pop the foot out. Right, and I'm going to circle that foot all the way around to the inside of his hip. Right, I want the thumb pointed down and kind of away from me. Right, so if it's not, grab the meat of that, turn it down and away. Right, now there's a couple different ways that we can finish from here. Right, if he's not fighting back too much, right, we can try to finish the arm bar, the straight arm bar, just by extending our hips, keeping the thumb pointed away. Right, grabbing the meat of the hand there. Right, push and extend into the back of the elbow. Push our hips forward. We can also kick this leg all the way across and try to put it on the far side of his hip. Right. Most of the time, people are going to try to roll out of the arm bar from here. Go ahead. Right. So we're just going to follow and end up in a normal straight arm bar. Sit up with it. Again, grab the meat of the hand. Right. Sit back with your normal straight arm bar finish, however you like to. Everybody does it. Good. Again, we're here, we're not able to finish it. Push down, or turn back towards the hip, push down with your knee onto the shoulder so that you can pop your foot out. Right? Bring that foot all the way around, inside the hip. Grab the meat of the hand, make sure the thumb's pointed away from you or down, right? If you want to just get in the habit of always kicking this foot, a lot of times there's not space, but if you can, kicking that foot all the way across as far as you can until they start to roll, right? And then as they roll, follow, sit up with it, finish your normal straight arm. Questions? All right, 1, 2, 3. Back towards his legs, right? Here. Pushing down with that knee, kicking our foot over. As soon as we start bringing this leg across, we really want to start looking for that arm. Right? This is not a crush arm bar. I should be bringing his elbow, as I'm bringing his elbow into my chest and turning that thumb away. Right? The regular arm bar finish should be just a regular straight arm bar right there. Right? If that's not there, or you're not able to finish, or he kicks over, we're feeding that leg all the way across to the far hip. Right? We can use, like Alan was saying, we can use this leg to slow the roll down, or you can use your free hand to catch behind the leg there as he kicks over to slow that roll for you, right? But you're here, and then you're going into your normal thing. All right, so when we go back out, drill that again, but we'll move on. Come here. We're here. We kicked all the way over, and we've lost the battle. He started to hide the arm, right? This hand's on the inside. We can go for a normal Kimura there. We're going to grab our own bicep, right? We're going to grab his wrist, right? He can hug that nice and tight, right? We'll grab our own wrist. We're going to bring his wrist to his belly button here, right? And then we're just going to start rotating our shoulders to the mat, right? If he rolls, we'll be right back there in that arm bar again where we were to begin with. If he doesn't roll, it's been more. Yeah. You can also use that same grip, right? Use that same grip, bring that wrist to his belly button, and then you can use that same grip to back it up back to your original arm bar, right? Questions? All right, 1, 2, 3. So we're still here. This time we don't want to accept that cross face, right? We want to come underneath the cross face. So if we go all the way back to the beginning where we had our good knee shield, right? Our knee on the outside, our knee on the hip, our hand across. I'm going to rotate that hand that's on the shoulder to the armpit, right? And I'm going to dive underneath the leg, right? And I'm going to dive underneath the armpit. I'm going to bring my knees to my chest, right? I'm also coming down towards him, but I'm also bringing him towards me, right? So we're here, right? My knee that's in the shield is going to come up just like it did before. Right? And we're going to try to support his weight on top of that leg. Here, we're just going to roll. Right? So again, right here, knee comes in. We're coming underneath the shoulder. He can do his crossface, but I'm coming underneath that. Right? Knees come to my chest. I've hooked the leg. I'm just rolling flat onto my back. Right? Let's give that a shot. Seems simple. Any questions?
One more.
2, 3. What's that?
I just see one more time.
One more. Although you were outside the clap, so. Standard rules of jiu-jitsu.
It just means it's not part of the cult. This
not
is real
part.
jiu-jitsu.
All right, so we're here. Come underneath, right? He's cross-facing still. He's always going to be cross-facing. Knees to my chest, and just roll. Right. 1, 2, 3. We want to come underneath that. Knees to our chest. We're hooking that leg. Right. We're going to get right here, to where he's straight on top of us. We're just going to push on the armpit, and we're going to turn our hips here. Right. And you're going to end up in this position, or if he pulls and stays up, you're going to end up directly underneath his leg. Either one is fine. Right. I want to come up a little bit. Have some structure, you fish. White belts. All right, we're going to pull down on the knee. Right, I want to pull the knee down towards the mat. I don't want it to get all wonky and start turning different directions. Right, so keep that knee tight, point it towards the mat. All right, I'm going to reach, grab that foot, and I'm going to pull that foot up over my head until he rolls. Okay. All right. Once he rolls, we're going to finish the knee bar or toe hold, whatever one you want to finish. All right, but for this class, we're just going to do a knee bar. All right, we're going to swim, hold on to that foot. We're going to swim that arm to the inside, and we're going to bring that leg all the way behind. Right? Push your heels in towards his butt, and just extend your upper back. Right? For the bigger tap. Right. Swim underneath. Keep underneath the cross face. Knees to your chest. We get here. Turn your hips. Right. You see this time he kind of rolled on his own. That's going to happen. Make sure that you hold on to that knee and you keep that knee pointed towards the mat down here. Right. If you allow it to come all the way across your body, this is going to get weird. This just ends up on the internet. People. All right. So keep the knee pointed towards the ground. It's early. All right. Grab that foot. Continue his roll. Right. Hold on to the foot. Swim underneath, right? Extend your upper back, push your heels in towards his butt for the tap. Even if you're a little bit sideways, right, into the side of his knee, you're still going to get a tap. Right? Any questions? 1, 2. Turn your body, right? So you're, what's that, parallel? I never graduated.
Yes.
Parallel, is that parallel? Right? Fucking parallel. Yes. Right, parallel. So it's early, right? Keep this knee pointed towards the mat. This foot, when we grip it, right, we're pulling it up and across your body, right? Or he has to roll, right? As he rolls, this bottom leg needs to come out. It needs to be. You can do it with the foot on the inside of the hip, right? But you have the time and space to bring it all the way out, which will create that nice, as we back hip into him, right? The back hip into him, that'll give us that. Nice leverage point on the knee, right? From here, sometimes we go or whatever. Maybe he's crossed his legs, right? And we're not able to immediately attack the knee bar, right? Sit up, right? Sit up and go straight into your. Push him away. Go straight into your saddle or inside, whatever the trick. All the different names are for all this. Wait, 4-1-1. Inside to the bathroom. Honey hole. Is there more? Double trouble. Saddle. Saddle. Game over. Game over. Double trouble. Cross ashi.
Yeah,
right.
ashi.
So again, we're here. Coming underneath. Knees to our chest. Roll. Right. Get parallel with him. Pull that knee toward the mat. Grab that heel. Pull him all the way around. Right. He crosses his feet. We sit up with it. Turn our knee towards his chest, right, and start attacking the other stuff that's here that we're not going to go over in this class. Yep, 1, 2, 3. And they're hard to get to rotate on top of you, right? So at that point, you're going to have to go to them. You really want to watch out for that crossface. So if you can get their hands to the mat, right, that's always going to be better. And then you can start climbing up, right, You start climbing. Right? You start climbing up onto your shoulder. Grab that foot. Again, hold on to that knee pointed towards the mat and pull the foot out from under them. Right? And force that roll. It's the same knee bar, right? But you have to look out for that crossface. If you do it and you try to fight into the crossface, you're gonna get fucked up. Your face is gonna get smashed, right? So don't do that. You look like me, right? So come underneath there, right? And then you can start climbing, right? Just keep this foot here into the hip. What you don't want to do is do all of this and leave that foot hanging, right? If you leave the foot hanging, a lot of people are going to abandon their defense of their leg and they're just going to attack a toe hold right there, right? So take that foot and hide it all the way up there next to the nuts, and then come all the way in, grab that foot, hold on to that knee, and pull that foot toward your chest, right? And force that roll. Right. You want to give that a shot? 1, 2, 3.